Hello, hello. Welcome to our channel. My name is Emmie. This is Joy Joy. We are here to do a ClairTarot reading for the Blu-rays. She went to sleep. All right. So, Blu-rays, what's up? What it is, yo? What's up? Here we go. Are y'all tired of being tired yet? Because that's the question that's being asked in the title. Are you tired of being tired? I don't know. I think the answer is going to be different for each person. And I think each person has a differing level of tolerance for their life, tolerance for, all kind of stuff. And whatever your tolerance level is, that's what's going to greatly determine how you're going to experience this period. So let me go ahead and just pull some cards. There we go. And while I'm getting the cards ready, I kind of just want to remind people, if you wanted to view some really short, very condensed readings of mine, if you were waiting for me to read for your sign in particular, I'm doing that over on TikTok. Okay? I have quite a few readings up there already. All right. Here we go. Oh, Lordy. This is totally a tired of being tired type of reading. All these cards are tired of being tired. Okay. All right. We're almost ready. Just trying to go ahead and finish grabbing cards. All right. Okay, guys. Final deck. I haven't used this deck in a while, so super curious why I'm using this deck now. All right. Here goes. Put these stacks in order. Okay. Card number 17, Infinite Blessings. So I'm feeling like many of us who are indeed an elevated form of Blu-ray, we have a tendency to refuse the blessings that come in. We have a tendency to excuse away this belief that we shouldn't allow ourselves to receive. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? I don't quite understand, because I do that too. I don't really know where it comes from. Many of the empaths, the more empathic you are, the more sensitive your empathy, the more likely you're to do this, which is kind of weird, because if you allowed yourself to receive, and maybe I'm talking to myself more right now than anyone else, but if I were to just allow myself to receive, I would actually be able to do much more than what I'm currently doing to help other people, to empower other people. So this is about finding your rightful place within your journey, where you're allowing yourself to receive from your own soul. This is about devotion to whatever it is you came into this life to do. You are very devoted to your cause. Even if you don't know what that cause is, Blu-rays have a tendency to be very, very devoted. We don't struggle in achieving our mission because we don't want to achieve it. The struggle really comes from a place of not knowing how to do it in a more efficient way, so we can help people a lot faster, help more people in a shorter amount of time. So this is about kind of like refining the way we function within the mission we call life. You have to let love grow. Your love for yourself is the first type of love you have to cultivate, okay? The love for the self can create the healthiest of boundaries and help the people who you interact with learn boundaries for themselves? How many of you are learning to find your voice and retrieve your power just by watching me find my voice and retrieve my power? How many of you are empowered watching me speak up for myself on live streams, you know, where I'm not just trying to play some love and light role and, you know, just like, I don't fucking think so. You come into my house, you better take your shoes off and behave yourself, because this is what we do in my house. I'm not going to go to your house and do things you don't do in your house. You know what I mean? So by just allowing people to witness, you know, just witnessing. And it's not me instructing you have to do this, this, and this, but just allowing you to witness me be myself. It kind of empowers you to decide to be yourself. Again, not because someone outside of you is telling you, but because you're seeing someone outside of you doing the very things you need to do for yourself. And now it's not so scary because you're not the only one. So Blu-rays, we have to cultivate this self-love thing first, okay? Just because you're in the process of learning how to self-love, self-soothe, does not mean you suddenly are not loving other people. It's not requiring you to ignore everyone else and be narcissistic. It's asking you to put yourself on that list of names that you prioritize. That's not asking too much. You know, it's not asking too much to open yourself to receiving the type of love you give so freely to other people. It's not too much to ask you to give that same level of love to yourself, because we don't do that often enough. And that's why we're so tired. You get depleted when all you do is give. You get sore when all you do is stretch beyond what you're able to stretch to. After a certain point, that overstretching actually causes injury. It does. You can look it up yourself. It causes injury. And if you continue to overstretch without regard to the pain, you might get to a point where you're doing irreparable harm to your body. For some people, that's just kind of what it is. You're doing irreparable harm. For other people, you can repair that. But I mean, why do you want to? Why do you want to hurt yourself just to fix it? Wouldn't it be better to kind of just allow yourself to stretch to a reasonable amount? You know, maybe some slight discomfort. That's okay. Slight discomfort. You don't always have to be comfortable. But to force it, I mean, I don't know if that's good. I really, really don't. I even kind of wonder if you would injure the joints that are involved, where you can dislocate something. That dislocation, it's kind of like when you find yourself out of alignment with your own path. You know, you're out of alignment with your purpose, with your truth as you know it. And how does this happen? It happens because we become so consumed trying to force our truth to be something outside of what it is, our truth, where we're trying to make our truth into what someone tells us is our truth. I don't think so. I don't think so. Card number 32, faith in the process. It's okay if you get exhausted. It's okay if you feel as though, you know, life has just kind of gotten the best of you and you just don't have it in you anymore to walk forward. Just sit your ass in that radio flyer. Allow your spiritual team to pull you forward. Sometimes the act of dragging you is not a punishment, but an act of kindness, where you don't really have it in you to walk forward any further. And so your team will drag you forward. And the thing is this, if that dragging is becoming too aggressive, there's a potentiality you put the brakes on. Dragging you is a lot easier if you're not fighting the drag. You know, if you recognize that dragging is actually trying to take you to another place within your thoughts, your heart, your mind, your feelings, all of that. If you take the brakes off. It might be a little bit easier, you know? So card number 5, High Priestess of Fire. And there it is. Blue rays, we are fueled by some unquenchable rage. And you don't have to have had the most horrible life to be full of this rage. Sometimes this rage is just a simple response to seeing the world functioning the way it does. But I will be honest, I have never met a blue ray with an elevated purpose who had an easy childhood, easy young adulthood, or easy life period. I've met quite a few. I'd say at least several thousand. I've met quite a few, and I've never met one that didn't have that dark story that's hidden beneath the surface. Not because we're ashamed, but just it's something we're not ready to process. And it's not to say that all blue rays, because I haven't met all, but I will say I've never met one yet that doesn't have a difficult past, a difficult history. So that difficult history is what really, really fuels that rage. And it's not that it's okay for you to rage on random people. It's for you to become the high priestess of fire and be able to use that flame with divine purpose. Not just destroy things because you can, but maybe burn things down that haven't served their purpose in a long time. Maybe the overgrowth needs to be burned away and space cleared for new growth. Who knows? Who knows? Ace of Autumn. A windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. I feel like this is telling me that the way you're living your life is about to change, okay? This can be a good message, full of hope, optimistic things. It could be a dark message where it's about how your life is about to change into something that's full of even more struggle than what you've already been dealing with. It's really all in how you're going to choose to move forward from this point on. If this is super resonating with you, you're being given the opportunity to consciously choose the causation that leads to the effect. If you choose a causation that you can follow the strings and see it leads to positivity, to growth, to less struggle, less strife. If you choose that, then that's what you'll have. But if you're going to choose something that you know it's going to be full of conflict, full of unnecessary struggle, elevated pain, I mean, that's still a choice you're making, you know? And I wouldn't go so far as to say you're messing up. That's what I always end up selecting. The most difficult way to learn the lesson. Is it because I'm less than? Is it because I'm idiotic? Is it because? Or is it that without realizing it, I'm choosing the worst case scenario every single time, the most difficult option every single time, because in that struggle, the potentiality for my learning, growth, and expansion is amplified. It's elevated. Because you can't have more struggle without more potentiality being accrued. You just can't. You can't. What you do with that potentiality is on you. But with elevated struggle comes elevated potentiality. Now, the problem is that many of us don't realize this, and so we fail to choose the elevated potential, to live up to that, to tap into it, to harness it. Much of that kind of just sits on the sidelines without us ever using it. Why? Because we're afraid to. We're afraid to acknowledge it. Card number 3, experiencing. We are afraid to experience the burn that occurs when our soul clears away the very things that are no longer useful for our learning and our journey. We're afraid of being burned by our own fire. This is what you're made of. This spiritual fire, that's your energy. That's your rage. Let it burn away the things that need to be burned away. Stop holding on to the things that no longer serve you just because you're afraid of what happens when it's no longer there. You'll never know what happens when it's no longer there if you don't let it slip away. So, card number 22, leap of faith. Don't be scared to leap. Don't be scared to trust in your higher self so deeply that you're no longer afraid of falling. There is a net beneath you that can catch you. Is that net something created by your higher self? Or is that net the web of lies that we've allowed ourselves to believe in? And we're allowing it to stay there because it's scary to learn to fly? Because what are the reasons? It's called cognitive dissonance, where your fear of the truth is causing you to rebel against it, where the existence of this truth and your now acknowledgement of that truth or exposure to it is kind of negating your life as you know it to be. That's a scary thing for so many people. It is. It's a scary thing for so many people. It's only scary until you learn more about it. And that's the truth. The only time something is scary is if you don't know enough about it. So I have dogs and I have a cat. I've only ever owned dogs my entire life. I've never had even like a street cat that I never even interacted with cats before. And I was so scared when someone gave me Felix. Felix is the name of my cat. I was actually really scared. Granted, he was only a few weeks old. He was barely weaned from his mom. And I was scared of him. Why? Oh my God, Emmie, you're scared of kittens? Fuck yeah, they got razor blades for fingernails and their teeth are sharp. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's going to do to me. I don't know about cats. And that's why I was scared. And now he's been with me for about, like 3 years or so. And I know more about my cat. He acts more like a dog. I don't know if that's what cats are like. Like, he lets me give him a bath. He lets me do whatever I want to him. Like, I could lay him on his back and scratch his belly and he doesn't care. But I don't know if that's just him or if it's all cats. So now I'm like, should I still be scared of cats? I don't know. So once I get to know cats more, once I get to see like what of his behavior kind of holds true for most other cats, I think that fear will slowly disappear right along with the knowing. You have to allow yourself the opportunity to learn things, know things, in order to release the fear. The arrival of that knowledge will displace that fear. And once that fear is displaced, it's a lot easier for it to be blown away by the winds of change, the winds of truth. So this has to do with the past. Card number 36. The past. We've allowed ourselves to be blinded to what's happened in the past. Blu-rays, this is a very intense thing. The past and devotion. Even in the past, we were highly devoted to what our purpose is. And for many Blu-rays, our purpose is to assist creation with maintaining balance, either through reconstruction or destruction. We are here to help maintain balance, to help reestablish and maintain balance so that whatever grows from it is also balanced. This is doable. Card number 4, the key is within your grasp. You have to allow yourself to escape that mental and emotional prison that you've created for yourself out of fear of others finding out how different you actually are. It's in your differences that you become the inspiration for a new world. Let that sink in for a little bit. Blu-rays live their entire lives being deathly afraid of everyone in their life finding out just how different they are. So we spend our lives hiding it away, trying to assimilate and be normal, be a regular person, when in reality, it's those differences that were innately part of us that we came into this life to gift humanity. It's through our differences, our different way of seeing, different way of coping, different way of reacting, responding, creating, that actually brings forth the new world. And when we get more comfortable just being our authentic selves, not manufactured authenticity, but truly our genuine, authentic selves, what ends up happening is the changes within the world that we came into this life to usher in, it starts to roll. And then that roll eventually becomes a snowball effect. And then what was once weird and different is suddenly the norm. It's just suddenly the norm. Card number 27, receiving. Allow yourself to receive the messages from soul. Allow yourself to receive your truths, your personal power, your abilities, your guidance, your spiritual team. Just receive all of it. Sign for it. Receive it. Allow it to come back to you. All of this stuff, it was all just for you. It's never been for someone else. Your abundance, your path, your lessons, the way you learn, all of that has always just been specially selected specifically for you. And we have to stop feeling guilty that creation loves us enough to do this for us, because newsflash, creation loves everyone enough to do this for them too. So whatever logic you're using to help justify this belief that if I just go without enough, then everyone else will have. That's a lie. Stop lying to yourself. So when you allow yourself to receive copious amounts of abundance, whether it's love and support, inspiration, people to hold you up, and all you want to do is just shrink into your shell, money, all of these things, when you allow yourself to begin truly receiving, fully dilating these pathways that are used by your abundance, you become more better suited, more better positioned to really fulfill your purpose, to really, really fulfill your purpose. If you don't want to, do you have any idea what you're interfering with? Do you? Do you have any idea what type of beautiful things you're supposed to build with that monetary wealth that you keep refusing? Many of us don't. Many of us don't. Many of us fail to realize that the things we're supposed to have, we're supposed to have these things because it helps us better achieve whatever goals we came into this life to achieve. Being financially secure, that frees you to spend more of your time developing your gifts, reaching out and making the connections that you need to make that don't even involve money. When you don't have to worry about where you're going to find your next meal, how you're going to take care of your children, where you're going to live, when you don't have to worry about those basic minimum requirements that are actually just distractions, you can then begin focusing on your growth. And yeah, I said they're distractions. They're very real distractions. Don't get me wrong. We all have to spend because we exist. All of us have a cost of existence. But in the grand scheme of things, when you see the world the way I do, those were parts, details in a program that were initiated and forced upon everyone. Why is that? Well, to distract all of us. That's why. Because when you take those who came into this life as spiritual leaders, spiritual elders, spiritual guides, spiritual guardians, when you oppress them, when you suppress and oppress them, in monetary ways, they just don't have the time, the energy, or the focus to really develop their gifts. And what does that matter to any of you? Well, because their gifts were not just gifts unto them. They are living, breathing gifts of creation to each of us. And if they're too busy trying to figure out how they're going to earn enough money to pay their rent, buy their food, makes it kind of hard to focus on developing your gifts. All of this is pre-planned. If you really want to take a look at conspiracy theories and yada, 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 we're talking about the Illuminati. I'm just, I don't know if that's still a hip thing to talk about, but years ago, the Illuminati was like, oh my God, secret societies, holy shit, they're gonna all kill us this year. Those types of groups, they're generational. That means each generation, they're told you need to accomplish this list of stuff. Now, we might not have global domination by the time you're an adult, but know your place and play your role. This is what you need to accomplish. Stick to that. So really, there are plans that have existed for many, many, many generations that are only starting to kind of take root within society. Do we need to concern ourselves with that? Because let's face it, when you overly concern yourself with that type of thing, that's another distraction. That's why they allow that information to leak out, to further distract you. And I know this because I spent a large chunk, several years of my life, just fully focused on not just going down that rabbit hole, but digging my own. And what did that get me? A better understanding of how fucked up this world actually is. And that's what makes my purpose that much more potent. And that's why I can no longer have the luxury of allowing myself to get distracted with all sorts of bullshit, because that's not going to help me achieve my purpose. Do I know what my purpose is? No, but I'm learning. I don't have to know exactly all the details of that purpose until I'm ready to really achieve it. But every day, everything I learn, each day, each moment of each day, it takes me that much closer to understanding even just a part of my purpose. And that's what's happening for all of us. This journey of mine is not unique to me. This is for all of us. Me sharing of myself is one of the most powerful, most important parts of my purpose. Why is that? Because first, the other Blu-ray cloisters will find me. If I just allow myself to be visible, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, as long as I am publicly visible, all my brothers and sisters in that Christ consciousness will find me. That was a promise we all made to each other. They all will find me. Secondly, by allowing myself to exist in my authenticity, complete with messy ass attitude, when I'm fully refined, when I'm feeling very small, when I'm feeling very big, when I feel very weak, when I feel very powerful, seeing the full swing of that motion and emotion. Tell me that's not empowering you. And it's not because it's coming from me. It's because you're witnessing a reflection of you existing outside of you. It's because you are witnessing someone outside of you saying the words that you couldn't find to explain what you're struggling through in this moment. And why can't anyone understand that I'm drowning in my own greatness? Well, because they haven't recognized their greatness either. So they're like, stop playing. You're not drowning. Oh my God. Oh, but you are drowning in your own greatness. Because just like a child in utero, bathed in the greatness that is your amniotic fluid, it comes from you. After, I forget what month, every 3 hours, that amniotic fluid is replaced. It's renewed. That comes from you. That's your sacred water. That's not something your mother creates for you. After a certain point, you create it for yourself. You ingest it, you breathe it in, you excrete it. It's your truth, cycled through you over and over and over again. And this is what you're breathing in. This is what you're swallowing. Bits of your truth, little sips of truth. And this is a process you're going to experience for the rest of your life. You need to find the grove. The grove is a sacred space within yourself where you can connect with the rest of your soul family. The titles don't matter. They don't. Whatever your title is, whatever you want to identify as, it really doesn't matter. Find that grove and find those who are sitting there waiting for you. These might be other human beings. These might be galactic things. This might be just an essence of an energy so pure it takes no form. So someone's asking, I can hear it. What do you identify as? Greatness in the process of realizing itself. That's what I identify as. Greatness in the process of realizing itself. Does that mean I'm greater than you? Why do you think I am? I don't think I am. I'm not going to shrink myself anymore just to, I hope I don't hurt your feelings. And no, that's what I am. A greatness contained within myself in the process of recognizing what that greatness is, what its purpose is, how it will be expressed. So card number 14, balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. This merging of viewpoints is all about that grove. That grove is that energetic space that souls use to merge with information, to merge their truth with someone else's collected truths, to merge the masculine and the feminine, to merge all sorts of different aspects of yourself. It's just a merger spot. Card number 42, let love be your beacon. And love isn't something you say. Love, I don't even know if it's something you do. I think love is something you feel. And it's not just confined to love in the sense of romantic relationships, because some of the greatest love that I feel is towards my children, towards my husband, not as a romantic partner, but as someone who is just the most, I don't know, powerful, sweet softness that I've ever experienced in my life. Let love be your beacon. The places in you that are afraid of love are the places that will identify when true love is present. If whenever, as a child, the concept of love was something that made you uncomfortable and you lost your ability to communicate, maybe sometimes when you're in the presence of actual love, you'll feel a mild constriction in your throat. Or maybe as a part of your very love-filled childhood, your parent would always put their hand behind your shoulder blades just to reassure you that they're still there. And maybe that's where you feel the expression of love, is tingles there, mild pressure, whatever it is. Love communicates with you all the time. Because in reality, the totality of love is what creator is. Love has the ability to destroy just as easily as it has the ability to uplift, to heal. So let love be your beacon. You're being called back home to yourself. Card number 47, Sophia, divine wisdom. That's a beautiful thing. Sophia Sophia is the feminine aspect of that masculine patriarchal God. If we are made in the essence, in the reflection of God, and we think God is a man, well, we're made in his image, right? Men don't give birth. The female does. And Sophia would be the feminine aspect. She is wisdom. This is knowledge applied. If God is knowledge, all-knowing, that's what religion teaches us, God is all-knowing, then Sophia, his wife, is wisdom. That knowing being applied. So card number 18, let chance play its creative role in your life. You have to allow your identity as you know it to be stripped away from you. I don't know any other way to do this. Aside from your identity as you know it to be, being stripped away and a new you, naked in your truth, left standing there. I don't know any other way to achieve this. And it's not to say there's no other way that exists. It's to say that with everything that I've been through in life, everything that I've helped other people through in their lives, I have never found any other way. So if you find a way, definitely share. But I've never found any other way. And part of the reason why I think this is the only way, is because our identity as we know it, up till this point where we allow it to be stripped away, our identity is nothing more than a compilation of other people's expectations of who they want or need us to be in their lives. My children need me as a mother. Is that all I am? Well, my siblings need me as a sister. I mean, if I'm a sister, how can I be a mother? My husband needs me as a wife. I'm a wife. I can't be a sister and a mother. I can only be one thing. Well, in reality, I'm all of those things. I had to let this concept of all or nothing be stripped away from me. I am both the villain and the victor. Both. I'm all of it. All these different lives that you've lived in previous lives, all these different lives you've lived in this life, because you're not just living one life, let's be real. For a short period, you might have lived as someone who was into cosplay. For another short period, maybe you lived as a student. That was your life as a student. This is your life as a full-grown adult. This is your life as a newly married. This is your life as, you have all these lives that you live, all these phases that you go through. And you have to just allow yourself to let chance play its creative role in your life. Strip that identity away and see what's left. Card number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Allow yourself to receive. There will be those who will come into your life. There will be those who will cross your path because your soul has told their soul you are ready to do the work the two of you are here to do together. And that work can be as best friends. That work can be as lovers. That work can be as business partners. That work can be as mortal enemies. It's true. It's true. It's true. It can be in whatever way, shape, or form that your souls have agreed upon. No matter what form it takes, let yourself receive, okay? That's what this card is about. And then we have the other card, receiving. So there it is. The owl often represents Sophia. Sophia being wisdom. Allow yourself to receive this wisdom. And what is wisdom? Knowledge put into action. Don't allow yourself to become too rigid. Okay? Do not allow yourself to become so rigid that you have created walls and all sorts of other things that then become your own prison. Card number 5, unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. Traditional in what sense? How are we defining tradition? Traditional in the sense of society, familial ties, human family, or traditional in the sense of soul? What is that? Which one? I feel like at this point in my journey, my consciousness has expanded to the point where the only traditions I'm willing to honor are the ones that forge deeper bonds with my human family and the ones that call in more of my soul family. Those are the only traditions. I'm not going to participate in holidays and all that. No, unless that holiday is the perfect excuse to get family together. Yeah, I'm not participating in it. I'm not. I have other things to celebrate. I have things that are genuine reasons to celebrate, not just because I'm told that as a member of a region, I'm to do this on this day, just like everyone else. I don't fucking think so. So a spiritually minded community. I'm also being given this secondary message for Blu-rays, this spiritually minded community. It feels like we are already forming connections with other people. You might not know who these people are yet. They're coming into your life. If they're not already there, they're coming in soon. Coming in soon. I hear coming in hot. Like how? Like, just be receptive. You don't need to understand all the hoo-has of the hows and the whys and the whats and the wheres and the whens. Just allow yourself to receive. Okay. Ooh, that's a message. When you come into contact with whoever this is, you'll feel a total surge of energy. You'll feel that surge of energy. And that surge will be an indicator that that this is a very special person to you. Special beyond just romantic reason. I can't even, I don't know, it's making me hot. I can't even begin to quantify or tell you how to quantify what this importance is indicative of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would explain it. So let's just pull a few more cards and then we're going to be ending this reading. Whew. Hot like a plane landing on a carrier in distress, hot. Like a big ass boat in the ocean. I mean, don't you have to trip it so it doesn't fall off the boat where it drags some sort of hook and then that like keeps it from going too far? Right. I'm picturing Top Gun as well. Years ago, there was this person who joined the Navy or the Air Force. I don't know. He was on a ship. I knew him as a teenager. He was telling me this while I was a teen. He was on a ship and the military wasn't what he wanted. He realized this after the fact. Or no, his friend. It wasn't him. It was his friend. His friend joined the military with him. They did it together and his friend didn't want to be there anymore. And so for like 6 months, he was walking around like this. And he would like, he was bouncing around a ball. An invisible ball. And finally they got to where it was like such an issue that they did an evaluation on him and they determined that he had some sort of like psychosis being on the ship. And then they sent him home. They like, I don't know if it was like honorable discharge or dishonorable discharge. I don't know. But the day he was leaving, he had a real ball. I don't know where he got it from. And he left it in the whatever room, whatever office. And like, hey, you forgot your ball. He goes, I don't need that anymore. I was like, what? What the fuck? But he got to go home. I don't know. I never joined the military. So That was a lot of commitment, though. I was like, are you for real? That's a lot of commitment. All right. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Here goes, guys. Here goes. Here goes. So we have the Hierophant in reverse. Foolish exercise of generosity, impotence, vulnerability, frailty, unorthodoxy, and renunciation. You need to let go of the very things that are keeping you weighed down, anchored. Yeah, I don't know why we continue to hold on to a loyalty for something that hurts us as we try to exist in an authentic way. But it's something that we often struggle with. So we have to begin really reconciling our differences between the truth of loyalty and how we are allowing other people to abuse our loyalty. Most Blu-rays who are of the intact coding, they've lived many lives as military. My last life, I died in World War II. I was military. The very reason why I don't like deep water. Fuck that shit. If I can't have my feet touch solid bottom and the water not go past my neck, I'm fucking good. I don't care if you can see turtles there. I died with the turtles and the whales. I'm not amused. I remember we went to Oahu a few years ago. My husband's from Hawaii. And I think it was my sister-in-law. She went hella far out by the out, and she was like, I see turtles. Bitch, stay out there. I don't give a shit what's out there. I'm not going deeper than my waist. I don't fucking think so. See all the turtles that you want. Find fucking Nemo. I'm not going out there with you. I'm good. I'm good. 10 of Staves in reverse. Difficulties, intrigues, a traitor, deceiver, some losses will occur. That's not good. Where is it? Okay, so this is like a setup is the feel. This vulnerability and excessive generosity. It's going to be taken advantage of. Blu-rays, be extra careful over the next few weeks, okay? Just be extra careful. I don't feel like you're in actual risk of harm or any of that, but we really want to minimize the amount of manipulations we experience between now and that 1212 portal. The 1212 portal is very, very important for you to be balanced during that portal opening. That is a very potent portal. And if you're going to be unbalanced when that opens up, which it's already opening up, it's the energies are flooding in. It opened up, I think, like last weekend or the weekend before. But if you're going to allow yourself to be unbalanced, when that energy comes in, it's going to amplify your unbalancedness. So yeah, the whole month of December is just like a rickety rockety type of energetic thing going on. Okay. So 7 of Staves in reverse, anxiety, embarrassment, hesitancy causing losses, perplexity. This is just a shitload of drama. It's like a hot steaming pie of what the fuck. Don't allow yourself to get sucked into this. I really feel like this isn't even yours. I honestly don't feel like this is yours. I feel like this is all the people who have been refusing to do all of their spiritual work, shadow work, whatever else type of work. They haven't been working on themselves. They haven't been allowing themselves to see the ways in which they've been disappointing themselves. It ain't my fault you're disappointed. I don't feel like I gotta fix this. And this is coming from someone who felt like I had to fix everything. I had to fix the world. And you don't have something? Let me fix that. Oh, you need something? Let me fix that. Oh, okay, let me fix that too. And now I'm recognizing, no, bitch. Fix your damn self, bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I need to fucking fix myself. I'm fixing myself now. So let's move on to the Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, bad odds, possible loss, hazard, robbery, loss of inheritance, dissipation, gambling. Some motherfuckers are trying to use this portal. Is there going to be, because I'm off social media, is there some sort of worldwide meditation that's being advertised again? Yo, I'm trying to temper my temper with some grace. I'm trying to be mindful of my delivery. I just need more agua fresca. I will tell you this, and I don't give a shit if the entirety of the spiritual community throughout the globe puts me on their shit list. Y'all know as well as I know, I don't give a shit what kind of list I'm on. I will always be truthful in whatever raw, authentic way. And sometimes it's a bit much, but I will always be truthful. I have never come across a global meditation event that has not been used to piggyback and breach your field. I've never witnessed. She riled up. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. I love you. I love you. Hey, she's with me. She got a boop, boop, boop. Oh my God, no beep beeps. I don't want to get shocked, girl. We gotta stop. We're peaceful. It's not us, Joy. It's not us. We're not doing anything. We almost got shocked together. Joy, are you okay? Look at her face. She heard the beep beeps. She heard the beep beep beeps. All right, let me just lay her down in my love. She heard that we were popping, huh? We were like, what? Yeah, oh, beep beep. Oh no, nothing. 6 of Pentacles. Generosity, philanthropy, charity, gratification, gifts. All right. Here's the thing. I'm getting all hot and whew. Here's the thing, okay, guys. Blu-rays often surge energy during portal periods, okay? It's really not that serious. We surge energy half the month because every time there's a portal date, for a week or two before the portal and a week or two after the portal, we're surging energy. So there's a portal every fucking month. The 1-1 portal, 2-2 portal, 2-2-2 portal, 3-3 portal, 4-4 portal, 5-5 portal, 6-6 portal. It's fucking every month. There's a portal every month. So it's really not that serious. We're consistently surging energy. However, when it comes to the 8-8, 11-11, and basically the month of December, things get a little bit dicey. What ends up happening is it's during those periods that things try to piggyback through the portal energy. When I say try to piggyback, I'm talking about conniving ass bitches that are demonic in intent. I'm not talking about human beings, y'all. Unless these people who are regulating these worldwide meditation efforts are on my level of we need to segregate our fucking energy. There is no coming into my space. I don't know what you guys are going to be participating in. I never participate in any of those. I never do. And when I do group meditations on my live streams, that has nothing to do with commingling anyone's energies. Stay in your own fucking bubble. You can feel the same thing as someone. You stay in your seat, stay in your lane. We don't got to mix anything. We have to stay separate in that sense. So I feel like what's happening is there are those that are needing Blu-rays in agreement with allowing the piggybacking to happen. And they gonna be all smug as fuck. Look at that shit. Look at their faces. Yup. We got them empty vessel Blu-rays. We do. I don't know why he sounds that way. I don't know what kind of accent that is. He looks smug, okay? And then the next card is as if it wasn't bad enough. Emperor in reverse. I mean, when he's upright, he's good. Stability, stabilizing influence coming into your life. When he's upside down, this is like, I almost want to say narcissistic father. So let's see what my Chinese card. Immaturity, ineffectiveness, indecision, weakness of character, failure to control petty emotions. So I don't know when it was, but the last global meditation that I saw, I was still on social media. I saw it, and what I saw was that in order for you to be a part of this global meditation, you didn't just need to begin meditating at a specific time where the whole world was going to choose to meditate. You had to register. Because someone sent me the invitation. It's actually several people sent me the invitation. I was like, what the hell is this shit? You had to register. And the reason you had to register was so they could count. I'm going to play some shit for you guys. Where's my phone? Here. I'm going to play something for you guys, okay? I need to play this for you guys. And at a point where I was like, maybe I'm just making it too difficult for all the people that I love by being off social media. I should get back on social media, but I wasn't vibing with social media. I didn't want to download anything else. I removed it off my phone. I just felt like it's so important for me to not have it on my phone. Hold it. Okay, hold on. I think it's this. Okay.
This person is consented in writing to be target practice for your baneful magic. Share their username and duet this video. This is their profile, Hobo King Nick LZ. And as I've mentioned before, anytime somebody creates a profile on their phone, the phone uses electricity. Electricity is energy, magic is energy. So as long as they have their profile up, you're connected to that person's phone, which is almost always on that person's body. So this person basically agreed to be passed around witch talk as like the guinea pig phone.
You hear what she said, right? Because I believe that shit too. Before I ever knew she existed, I believe that shit too. I can feel while I am fucking knocked out at night when some malicious ass fucking person is trolling my page. That shit wakes me up. It wakes me up. I'm like, who the fuck is on my profile? I'm just saying, that's why that shit had to go. It had to go. It just has to go. Just breathe. I'm riled the fuck up. Shit. I will just breathe. I 100% feel that. I've felt that for a very long time. That's why it took me forever to download Messenger to begin with. That's why I don't like to answer messages. I don't like the energetic connection that it takes for me to feel the message. I'm good. I'm just good. So I'm not saying you need to go ahead and disable all of your social media. Not saying that at all. I am saying the moment you begin to do things electronically, connecting, chatting, all of these things, what happens? You are forming energetic connections. Now, there's this phenomena of 2M, which is the monkey merger strain. This is a very, very virulent, out of fucking control strain. Anytime someone comes on my live streams while I'm doing expedited requests and there's a suspicion of 2M, they're off the live. They're no longer allowed to comment. And it's not that they're banned forever. It's that now I have to sever that connection, their ability to be the bridge and infect everyone else. Because guess what? Guess what 2M uses? It doesn't matter how powerful your shield is. 2M uses electrotonal waves. Your eyes and your ears were created to pull in electrotonal waves, bypassing the protective measures of your auric shield. How do I know this? Because this is my fucking specialty. Principalities of hell, the upper crust of hell, the most malicious ones, they have to band together in groups no less than 6 to try and fuck with me, yet they still can't breach my shield. 2M can breach me. I'm just saying. Anyway, don't you fucking open my messages. Bitch, you got 2M. I'm not trying to fucking get that shit. Are you kidding me? You're either going to get a session, and we're going to try and clear it, or just leave me alone because I'm fucking good. I don't need friends like that. I'm good. So we have to be careful. I've noticed over the past 2 years, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Over the past 2 years, 2M has used those 3 specific portals, 8-8, 11-11, 12-12, well, 4. The 12-12 and 12-21, I kind of counted as one because it's in the same month, but those are the ones that are being used. So with this, why do I always charge even just a small amount to be part of the fire ceremony for those portal dates? Because that's the specific energetic exchange. I don't need anything personal. If there's no money being exchanged, then it's personal energy that's being exchanged. I'm good off that. I'm good off that. Pay the $5. It's no big deal. I use it to feed other people anyways. It's no big deal. So just be careful. Don't allow your generosity to be taken advantage of. When you give something, it creates a deficit within your field. That deficit needs to be filled. Most people, unless they understand the semantics of energy the way I do, you're using cords to do this without realizing. My system is the only system that I know of where I don't detect the use of cords in order to transfer energy. And that energy is not even your energy. You're not using your personal energy. Why do you think I can do 4 or 5 hour, 6 hour long live streams at a time doing nothing but energy work? Because I'm not using my energy. Are you kidding me? That's just for me. I am, however, gifted with the ability to use creation energy. That is for us. So unless the people who are running these types of global events understand these things, what the fuck are you participating in? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not registering for shit. I'm not, no. But hold that. No. She's sick of our shit. She's so sick of our shit. She's so sick of that. You mean you want me to do a global event? How about we just pick a universal time and y'all just do it on your own? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be actually doing I was gonna say I'm not. Michael says I am. Fucking A, bruh. I don't know. We have to figure out on our own terms how we're going to navigate this very short, very condensed energetic period. It's not the end all be all, you guys. There are still things that that negate all of this. You just have to really be mindful of what you allow yourself to be exposed to. Unless you allow yourself to be exposed, how is it going to work? How is it going to affect you? It's not. It's not. Why do you think I don't work with anyone that does energy stuff? I used to, not anymore. I haven't for a long time. Why is that? Because I have to be self-contained. I have to be able to guarantee the integrity of the energy around me. And unfortunately, I don't have the right or the authority to be checking on other people just because we're associated business-wise. And because I can't guarantee it, then I need to be self-contained. And that's the only thing. You have to make sure your energy is always self-contained. It's okay for you to seek assistance from other people, not just me, but whoever you feel drawn to. But you have to always take ownership of your decisions. If someone's worked on you and you feel really off, you feel like you hate everybody in your family when you love everybody, that's something to be kind of concerned about. You know, that's something you probably need to see someone else and see what the fuck's going on with me. It might just be a simple thing of, you know what, you're experiencing ascension symptoms, and because your family creates such a safe space for you, you're kind of lashing out at them a little bit. It's okay. Just take a nap, have some chocolate. You're fine. Maybe that's why I can't bring myself to do Reiki. Well, you can't bring yourself to do Reiki because Reiki is draconian system. It inserts backdoor coding, which gives access to you at a later date, a date you don't know. So it's the equivalent of finding a community of transient people and just throwing your garage remote into that crowd, and on that remote has your home address. Is it going to be today? What are they going to want? Is it just, hey, you left your remote control? Or is it going to be a home? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know when. We don't know when. We don't know when. That's what Reiki does. So, let's see. I know. I appreciate you, Maurice. I appreciate your words. I appreciate your encouragement. You have a ton of Michael energy around you. He's trying. I've been noticing much of your comments through this entire live because Michael's trying to get my attention through your words. I won't listen to him. This whole reading, I'm like, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not listening to you. I don't hear you. It's fine. It's fine. We'll see. He's been telling me since like a month ago. Since before the 11/11 portal, he's been telling me to do another portal ceremony. We'll see. 97% at 547. 975 plus 4 is 97. 97, 97, 16, 16, 77, 14, 5. He says I'm going to find whatever. I will. I will. I don't know. I will. You're not forcing me. I just don't want to listen today. It's fine. So thank you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. If you're looking for a reading for your zodiac sign, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, don't matter. Catch me on TikTok. I have tons of TikToks of readings for all the zodiac signs. They're only a minute long, so I'm not going to cut into an hour of your day. That's what YouTube is for. So I love you guys. I will see you again soon. Bye.